Welcome back. Durban firefighters have rescued several people, including a baby, from a burning building in the CBD. They battled for several hours to control the blaze. Paramedics treated victims at the scene, while 3 people were rushed to nearby hospitals for further treatment. Roads around the building were closed for hours, bringing traffic to a standstill in the city centre. Eyewitnesses say the fire quickly spread through the building. The cause of the blaze is still being investigated.
It was morning around 8:30. The time I was going out to take money for other customer because they buy stock from inside. So I went to take the money. The time I was going outside, I just see the small smoke from downstairs, the shop GT1. It was smoking that side, but then that time I thought maybe just smoke, like maybe someone was smoking. Then the time I was going out, I take almost 10 minutes. The time I was coming back, I find that the building starting burning.
Hey, I didn't know when the fire is too much smoke, but I didn't know which coming from the fire. Yeah. So, hey, most of people almost run away, but I'm not sure 100% all of people is coming out.
All right, for more on this, we're now joined by Police Spokesperson in the province, Parboo Sewpersad, to give us the latest update. Mr. Sewpersad, a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to The Full View.
Good evening.
We've seen dramatic rescue efforts with people being evacuated out of the building with robes, and that includes a baby. Can you confirm that the fire is now under control?
Well, I can confirm shortly after 10 o'clock this morning, the Durban Metropolitan Police Service and various units from the Metropolitan Police Service responded, including the fire department and the Metropolitan Police Service search and rescue teams responded to a fire, a 7-story building, which was alight. At that stage, the fire was on the 2nd floor, but the fire had spread very quickly to the 1st floor and the 3rd floor. There were people that were rescued from the building. My count indicates 13 people were rescued by our search and rescue unit, and they were handed immediately over by awaiting paramedics, and they were treated for smoke inhalation.
So what's the extent of their injuries?
So far, we have not heard of any injuries. However, the road still remain closed, and fire department is still on scene, as well as our search and rescue units who are on standby, and there are a few hot spots that they are dealing with in the building.
And I understand that a baby was also part of those rescued. Do we know at this point the condition of the baby? How is she doing?
I am unaware of a baby which was rescued, but I can confirm that 13 people were rescued.
Okay.
However, I can also confirm that the fire had to be fought from the inside and the outside of the building.
Well, I know that investigations are still ongoing with regards to, the fire, but any leads on what could have possibly led to the fire?
No, we are waiting for the South African Police Service to actually give us some lead or conduct a preliminary investigation. And I think the only time they can conduct this investigation is when the fire is totally out.
So have the cordoned off roads, namely Anton Lembede, Brook and Dr. Pixley Kaseme streets, been open to the public now that the fire has been, is now under control?
No, the roads still remain closed. That is Pixley Kaseme and Brook, former Smith Street, former West Street, Anton Lembede, which is former Smith Street, and Brook Street remains closed. Pixley Kaseme and West Street, Pixley Kaseme and Brook Street remains closed. It will remain closed for, I think, until tomorrow.
So as a safety and a precautionary measure, are surrounding buildings, closed as well?
Sorry, say again?
As a precautionary measure, have surrounding buildings been closed?
Not as yet, because they were not as a threat.
Okay. Let's talk about this building in question. What was it used for? Was it a residential building? Was it, an office block perhaps?
We believe that the building was an ex-China mall, and the building also had residential occupation.
Okay, Mr. Sewpersad, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.